Taurus, this is Tarot with Ariana. Start with your monthly forecast for June 2024. I will use oracle cards as well as the ideal tarot for your overall messages amongst other decks. Taurus, let's just get down to your reading. The overall energy this month from the ideal tarot is the Eight of Cups. I think you're going to be someone who's going to be very emotional because this is the Cups energy, which is talking about emotions. So don't let your emotions get the better of you. Maybe you also want to understand why things go haywire or why there are blockages. Emotionally, this may not be your best period, so you need to do some aura cleansing to strengthen yourself. You need to embolden yourself. And that professionally, I think you also need to focus that much harder. You should walk away from situations which are unhealthy for you. You also need to safeguard your health because your emotions are going to fluctuate. Interestingly, the final days of May stepping into June, I do have the Seven of Cups. Now, this is a lady who seems to be in a very defensive frame of mind. She's got her hands by her side. She's not looking towards us, rather she's looking at the cups before her. Maybe you are contemplating on the choices you had with respect to your professional life or with respect to your personal life. There's no point crying over spilt milk. Maybe you're also a bit bored on account of work. Maybe you think that you need to look for better prospects because your boss is not appreciative of you. But then Taurus, you're someone who's very wise. You're someone who believes that slow and steady wins the race, and maybe you should try to get a better job opportunity or have something in hand before you can put in your papers. I think even while dealing with clients, you needed to be very firm at this time, maybe because your clients wanted to take undue advantage of you. Obstacles to overcome this month of the challenges. I do have the Ten of Wands. I think you need to handle the pressure because there's going to be heavy burdens that you need to handle. Maybe you want to forge ahead, but then you find yourself surrendering to what others want, especially your loved ones. Maybe they think that you're being impractical with respect to career decisions. I think financial instability could also play on your mind. Even job offers that are there may not be up to your liking. Sometimes, even when we bag that job, we may feel as though we are dealing with someone who's like a leech. Your boss could be someone who is very stingy or parsimonious and expects you to give more than 100%. There are also going to be certain colleagues who could pick on you at this time, so be very mindful and not take decisions in haste. Influences for this month, I do have the Page of Pentacles. Now this is talking about minor gains. There is going to be excess communication. It is going to bring in opportunities. Maybe compliments are also going to come your way because of the way you carry on with the task. Now, like I said, you will be overworked. Maybe colleagues around you are absent or there are no replacements, so you have to get up early or you have to work till the late hours. It is going to be frustrating, yet you can take heart from the fact that your output will be appreciated. While dealing with clients also, I think you need to take an advance. Maybe you're promised much, you have to settle for peanuts. Others will also tap you for advice. I think on the social media you should lie low. Maybe you also need to rework on your ideas because clients want more from you. The first 10 days of the month, that is 1st to 10 June, I do have the Sun card. You're going to be in an investigative mode. You're going to be someone who could be blowing hot and cold because the Sun's energy makes us very optimistic, but then the downside is that we are going to be impatient, restless. We want to get to the bottom of things. Maybe you should also try not to overreact, try not to get dragged into ugly situations. You may feel as though others are not believing your point of view. Eventually, you will realize that there was no point getting hyperactive. Maybe your assumptions may also come to nothing. This card is also talking about your long-term future, work offer from an acquaintance. This could also be a side hustle. Rescheduling of meetings is also going to be there. While working also, I think you need to be patient with yourself to avoid making mistakes, or you have to review the task. Maybe there are also going to be those roadblocks on account of non-availability of equipment. Primarily, Taurus, you do desire newness at work. Maybe you should also accept the feedback. It could be criticism also, but then it is also giving you a chance to rectify your mistakes. While dealing with clients also, you do want your dues. Maybe you're also going to give this person a piece of your mind and spoil ties with this person. This is also the time when you're going to be focused on your home. You're also going to be someone who needs to go outdoors, spend time with nature. Maybe you should also consult an occultist and follow remedies that he or she suggests. The next 10 days, that is 11th to 20th June, I do have the Four of Pentacles. Now, this is a material vibration, yet with that Four of Pentacles, maybe you think money is not there, or that your pockets aren't deep, or that money is flowing out. You have to be prepared because expenses will mount. You have to deal with tension on the home front. Maybe you're also going to be exasperated very quickly, and this could also spoil your relationships with your father or a father figure. There could also be work offers at this time, maybe outstation work offers, but then the money on offer could be low. That is why you're going to think or rethink your moves. Maybe you find yourself dejected because your creative idea is also rejected. Maybe work is also progressing at snail's pace. Besides, there are errors. So like I said, you need to focus. Others around you may also not be systematic. Maybe they're also using your ideas and findings, walking away with all the plaudits. You also should be on your guard because your rival could be very respectful of you at this time. Maybe you think that there is some ulterior motive here. I think the universe is also asking you to cultivate a hobby. Maybe this could be a side hustle, like I said, which could also mean that it could open financial avenues for you. You also need to work on your skills with this card. School, maybe you should sign up for an educational course or to enhance your skill, or maybe you should apprentice under someone who is going to help you polish your skills. Education is the key, if you want success, or maybe you're also going to be someone who is going to educate those around you, maybe help children or even colleagues who lack talents. Maybe they could turn to you at this time. The final days of the month, that is 21st to 30th June, I do have the King of Swords. This means that your responsibilities are going to increase. There is going to be excess communication at this time. Your plans could also be altered. You may have to step up and take charge of the situation. Maybe you think that it's always you who is expected to do the needful. I think you're someone who can rescue the sinking ship. You're someone who is the flag bearer because you have the wherewithal to get ahead. You also need to deliberate with senior figures, maybe your father, maybe your loved ones could also be a bit annoyed or irked on account of your inability to react quickly. Maybe you're also someone who procrastinates. That is why it could unnerve. You are under pressure to complete official work. Taurus, you also need to be very clear when it comes to communication, or it could be that there could be misunderstandings, your words could be misinterpreted. Again, money could also affect your relationships this month. With respect to your love life, I do have this card. If only you were aware of the effect you have on me from the Love Oracle deck. I think this could be true for some of you. Maybe you fancy someone and this person is unaware of your feelings towards him. Maybe that is why you're going to be carrying that energy into the new month. You do want answers from this person. You do want to start a family with this person, but then maybe you're coming across as someone who's very persuasive. So your loved ones or your confidant could ask you to rethink your moves. Maybe you shouldn't come across as someone who is desperate. Or this could even be vice versa. Maybe this person fancies you, but then you're not going to give anything away. The opposite sex is definitely going to help you out when you find yourself in the doldrums. Maybe they want to create a lasting impression on you because they fancy you. That is why they're going to do so. Other than that, in a relationship, I think you should avoid getting worked up. You should be patient with your person. Your person's health could also be something which could be a cause for concern here. Maybe the two of you need also spend time together. In case you're romancing, I think maybe you should cultivate a hobby. You should find time for each other. You could also be discussing work with your person. Perhaps the two of you are also connected on the 5D plane with this card, 5th dimension. Even if physically you are apart, I think you can feel the sensations, or you may have vivid dreams this month which you need to pay attention to. I also have this card, Protective Shield. I think you need to safeguard your energy levels. Though there are blockages, though you're going to get I think if you do some kind of cleansing rituals, then it could help you protect. Soldiers, they will always wear armor to protect themselves from physical harm. Likewise, you need to create a bubble around you of white light, of healing light, so that you can protect yourself from energy vampires, from the evil eye, from jealous colleagues. One message I'm also picking up right now is that Taurus, in case you're in the leadership position, you're definitely going to come into your own. You're also going to be someone who's going to be in a position of strength. Maybe others felt that you wouldn't survive the baptism by fire when you had taken up the role, but then this is the month when you're going to prove a point or so. Maybe you're also going to frame policies. Yet with this card, Protective Shield, you just need to be a tad careful and watchful. I hope, Taurus, you liked your reading. This is Tarot with Ariana Stark. Do give us your feedback in the comment section. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye. Till the next time.